Are y'all ready for some serious sliver love? Oh yeah, baby. It's another MagicCon festival in a box. Let's rip into it. I always love these festival in a indicate. Always love these festival in a boxes, man. They are. There's the Rin and Seri Inseparabler. They come with such good promos. The sliver here, such good promos, such cool MagicCon The Gathering. Such cool layers and the mystery booster too. It is hard to be upset at these. Again, if you are interested in any of these, here we go. This always has some cool, the art from the Lair here. If you're interested in any of these, you can check out my shops over on Whatnot. Some things I have and Whatnot. Some things are in TCG Player. There's a few different places. So this is the MagicCon Atlanta drop, and I love this Spaghetti Junction around Atlanta. I've been caught in it before. I was not driving. I was very young. Uh, Someone else was driving, and it was a very funny moment. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, this is you tap it for colorless. You can also create a vehicle, and whatever vehicle you control attacks, put a traffic counter on this land. If there's 8 or more traffic counters, you sack it and make Atlanta cool. Atlanta, geez. 2020 Eldrazi with Annihilator too. It's so silly, so great. Then here we have the foil Dragon, bruh. In the future side frame. Like, what a card. A long time ago, I said, not really interested in dragons, whatever, but now I have an Dragon in my hands, and I'm like, it'd be a shame if I didn't just make an Dragon deck, right? Here we have the Scourge of Valkus. 5 mana dragon to go with that Dragon. When this creature or another dragon you control enters, it deals X damage to any target where X is the number of dragons you control. You can also pump it Shivan Dragon style. And a Lightning Bolt! Lightning Bolt! Lightning Bolt! This is a very nice Lightning Bolt. I love the on that. It's very shiny. Super cool. Yeah, those are the 3 promos that you get, along with the playtest card, of course. Moving right along, we have the MagicCon The Gathering. This is like people in the Magic universe gathering at a MagicCon. Little magicception. Layers upon layers. Alright. Here we have Pack Rat. 2 mana, power toughness equal to the number of rats you control, and allows you to discard a card and create a token that's a copy of this. I do love the joke here. It's a rat opening up a pack. It's a pack rat. Rats carry disease. It's why they get such sick pulls. It's a cool looking card too. I like the foiling on it, especially the pack being in foil. Looks really nice. Then we have shared summons. Shared summons, a bunch of people playing Commander together. 5 mana, search your library for up to 2 creature cards with different names. Reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle. Fantastic tutor here. Join the pod, befriend the pod, destroy the pod. Sylvan Offering. Some ints trading with some elves. Very funny here. X and a green, choose an opponent. You and that player each create XX green treefold creature tokens. Choose an opponent. You and that player each create X11 green elf warrior creature tokens. After every duel, there is a customary post-battle comparison of splendors. Yes. Okay, they're not sharing, they're just like showing off their collections to each other, okay? And then here we have, ooh yeah, Sliver Legion. All sliver creatures get +1/+1 for each other sliver on the battlefield. Never meet your heroes. You might discover they're just another extension of your hive mind's consciousness. We are all the hive mind's consciousness. This is hilarious, though. It's like the freaking little Mita. Meet the Sliver Lord. He's so cool. Oh my god, he's just like us. Ah. And the ooh. Okay, the secret cards for this are also these. So that's cool. Noise. These are some just really sick lands that have been being made as secret cards. So it's nice to see them return. That's excellent. Anyway, beautiful cards. On to the main event, Mystery Booster 2. I always love opening this up, seeing what it has in it, what we can get to use, sell, have fun with, collect, and just enjoy looking at. Always love using these to spice up my mystery cube. I started it with one of these, and every time I get a new one, I try to just like cycle in and out cards that I think are more fun or interesting than old ones. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to open up the first one, traditional style. And the rest of them, I'm just going to go through and cut open the tops. But here we go. First white card, Imposing Vantasaur. It's a little dinosaur here. Love me some dinosaurs. Raise the alarm. Put 2 soldiers on the battlefield. It's the second white card. Ooh, hey, Tetsuko. Okay, yeah, that's a interesting card. First blue card. Second blue card, Neutralize. New counter spell. For the counter spells pile. Ambition's Cost. Draw 3 cards, lose 3 life. Pretty good stuff there. Skeletal Changeling. Familiar with him. Sure Strike for the first red card. Orcish Lumberjack for the next red card. He's not as funny looking as the Phil Foglio art, though. Findhorn Elder. Add 2 green mana. Not a bad elf there. Iwamori of the Open Fist. Each opponent may put a legendary creature from his or her hand on the battlefield. Interesting. That's a pretty crazy group hug creature there. And Darksteel Ingot, not a bad first colorless card, first legendary, rare, whatever you want to call it. First rare card. Whenever a permanent you control becomes untapped, this gets +1/+1. Ooh, okay. White Border Ponder, very nice. Future Sight, Hydroblast. Hydroblast, always a solid card. Not as powerful as Pyroblast, since blue has so many ways to interact with everything, not just red, but still. Then we have Glade of the Pump Spells. You may pay 3 mana to play this land. As your land drop, it's green. Whenever Glade of the Pump Spells enters, up to 1 creature gets +2/+2 and trample, and it adds 2 green mana. That is, so you have to literally pay for your land drop, but it pumps one of your dudes. That's pretty good. Oh man, I love these so much. All right, let's get to opening up some packs. All right, there we go. All ripped and ready. Oh, already I see a Banishing Light. We got a gajillion of those. Lone Lion, cool cat. Alright, yeah, it's not bad. It's like, I like it. It's pretty good. I might actually put that in the cat deck. Acquisitus Octopus, an Equipment Octopus. Oh, yeah, okay. This is the blue. Alright, yeah, tight. I love these in Kamigawa. Arcane Laboratory. Each player can't play them more than one spell each turn. Blood Speaker. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice this. If you do, search for a demon, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle. Nice. Okay. Your demon comes into play, return this from graveyard to hand. It's pretty good, repeatable demon stuff there. Dreadhound enters the battlefield, deal 3 cards. Cool. Acidic Soil, deal 1 damage to each player for each land they control. Oof. Punish them landfall decks, baby. Brute Force, target creature is +3/+3. Saber Ants. Hey, Warbriar Blessing. I'm familiar with that one. It's cool. Fight spell. Poison Tip Archer. When another creature dies, each opponent loses a life. It's a classic here. The rare for the pack, Joyra of the Gitu, legendary human wizard. Pay 2, exile a non-land card from your hand, put 4 time counters on it, and it gains suspend. Looks like the timey-wimey Doctor Who deck just got a new friend. Ooh, frick yeah! White border Umbra Mantle, always a solid pull. Okay, Future Sight Relic of Progenitus. Yes! It's a girl and her dogs. Fantastic. My spouse is gonna love this one. I might just let them play it in their dog deck. Fantastic second pack. Alright. Maybe we'll even get a foil. That'd be really cool. Sometimes you get those. Near Heath Pilgrim. Shelter. Okay, good card. Turtle Shell Changeling. In almost fashion. Hey, Wash Away. Excellent. Wash Away is really mean. Really mean in Commander. Undead Augur is the first black card. Nice. Vow Requiem is the second one. Undead Augur is nice to see. 10th Street Hooligan. Followed by Goblin Grenadiers for the red cards. Compost. Hey, Masked Vandal. Really good changeling. For the green cards, Heraldic Banner. Always nice to see. Witch of the Moors. Okay, at the beginning of your end step, if you gain life, each opponent sacrifices a creature. And you return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That is Dread. Oh, it's from Jumpstart too. Ooh, it's terrifying. Okay, Future Sight, not Future Sight. White border Brain Freeze, solid. Future Sight Hull Breacher. The opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps. Instead, you create a treasure. Ooh. That's probably going to go in Bumbleflower. That's nice. And then we have Luxior Ignited. It is a legendary artifact planeswalker equipment. It enters a +1/+1 for each counter. Or equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each counter on this. Attach this to an equipment. Entire creature -2 gets +2. So this is like the prototype for the Aether Spark, right? That's what that looks like to me. Ooh, Cleric class. That's nice to have ripped off the top. That's a good one. Raise the Alarm. Coldwater Snapper. Dreamtail Heron. Blue cards. Mad Auntie. This is good for Gruul Goblins. Chain of Smog. Ooh, this is that's a combo piece right there. Target player discards 2 cards from their hand. That player may copy the spell. It may choose a new target for that copy. Oof. Thopter Engineer. Not bad. Empty the Warrens, also pretty good if you're doing Red Storm Goblin stuff. Sudden Spinnerets. Some reach and untap. Hey, Prize Fight. Make some treasure. Fight spell. Viridian Claw as the colorless. And Authority of the Consuls. Kaladesh reprint. Citizens are free to do as they wish within the confines of the consulate's laws. Don't forget to enter tapped, folks. And gain yourself some life. Oh, Summoner's Pact. Okay. Search for a green creature, reveal it, put it in your hand. But you have to pay 4 mana. If you don't, you lose the game at the beginning of your next upkeep. I'll take that bet. Goblin Shelter. When this enters, destroy target land. Goblin Settler. Excuse me, I'm saying Shelter. Okay. Flavor Disaster. We've seen this one before on one of the live streams. On to the next pack. To Arms! Untap all creatures you control. Draw a card. Ooh, that could get dangerous. I like that. Hey, Shattered Angel. That's a fun one. Good old Phyrexian Angel. Twisted Image. That could be funny. Miscalculation. Good old counter spell. Another Undead Augur. Love to see it. Hey, Supernatural Stamina. Fun card. Goblin Instigator. Also a fun card. Fire Servant. Nice stuff. Travel Preparations. Put one counter on each of 2 target creatures and you can flash that bad boy back. Crashing Boars. Trigon Predator as the multicolor card. Ancestor Dragon. Alright, when more creatures you control attack, gain a life for each attacking creature. Can be some nasty stuff. Oh, okay, Snow-Covered Mountain. That's the white border card. Tower of the Magistrate. Add a colorless, or you can pay one, tap this. Target creature gains protection from artifacts until end of turn. Interesting. Oh, hey, this card is pretty wild. Duelist, Convocational, International. I'll just kind of leave that there. You can read that. You can laugh at that. Pause if you need to. Silly playtest card. It's also part of the reason I love this. Is all these playtest cards. Hope and Glory. Untap 2 creatures. Each of them gets +1/+1. Sunder the Gateway. I know this guy. It's a pretty cool incubation modal spell thing. Cerulean Wisps. That this card can get up to some trouble. You can do some nutty things with that bad boy. Ovenomancer too. He can he's funny. Turns things into like sheep and stuff. Gloomsower, when it becomes blocked by a creature, that creature control loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So yeah, that's it's a pretty good reanimation target. Oh my goodness. Disturbed Burial. Oh, buy back 3, return a creature from graveyard to hand. Not bad stuff. Lava Hounds for first red card. Shiv's Embrace. Chant a creature. Becomes Shivan Dragon, basically. Nature's Way. It's a cool little fight spell thing. Hunting Peak. Make beasts with Storm. Another Heraldic Banner. And hey, it's a Layla. Layla's pretty cool. Already got a couple of those. Fun. Yo! Oh my goodness. Teferi Time Raveler. This guy. Each opponent can't cast spells only anytime they can cast a sorcery. Whew. What a guy. Lots of good stuff this can do. Bounce things. Get to cast spells as they have flash. It slows the game down. Ugh. Then you have Crashing Footfalls. Really cool future sight rare to make some rhinos with Suspend. I'm sure there's some tricky things you can do with that. Then we have Arcanum Things. 2 mana, equipment, creature has flying, and you can swap it. So you exchange this with an equipment in your hand. If this equipment was attached to a creature, attach the new equipment to that creature. That's pretty cool. Rebuff the Wicked. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. Oh goodness. Standard Bearer. If an opponent plays a spell or ability that could target this, that player chooses at least 1 flag bearer as a target. So you can just move targets to flag bearer. Diplomatic Escort. Draw a card from hand, discard a card from hand, counter spell. It's a mill crab. Old mill crabs. Plague Spitter. Cool. Dusk Mangler. Havoc Jester. Ground Rift. Target creature without flying can't block this turn and has Storm. That's Norwood Archers. Block creatures with flying. Noose Constrictor. It's quite an art. Pretty cool looking art. Okay, Agent of Acquisitions. 2 mana, draft Agent of Acquisitions face up. Instead of drafting a card from a booster pack, you may draft each card in that booster pack one at a time. If you do, turn this face down and you can't draft cards for the rest of this draft round. Interesting. So it's basically like you just take the whole pack. Like if you draft this guy, you can then take the whole pack, I guess. I guess that makes sense for his name. Oh, it's Settle the Wreckage. Oh my goodness. I thought all attacking creatures target player controls. They may search their library for that many basic lands, put them on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. That is that card can do some stuff. And then we have Deafening Silence. Another one. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. What a lockdown piece. Serenity. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Good little board wipe. And Temur Elevator. A land with Ascend, and you can add Temur colors. If you don't have the city's blessing, lose a life. So just dump everything onto the battlefield and have a good time. Alright, next pack here we have Knightly Valor. Steppy links. Suit up. Yep. Getting the mecha, getting the suit. Wing splicer. It's good for golem stuff. Another plague spitter. Diregraph ghoul. Smash to dust. A nice modal spell. Burning palm Efreet. Viridian shaman. Once you destroy stuff on enter. Here we have Jade Mage. Make some sapperlings. It's not terrible. Viridian claw once more. Ooh, okay. Hey, Grist to the Hunger Tide. It's a fun card to use as a commander. Does a lot of good removal stuff too. Wish, the ever popular Wish, and whoop, Nomad's Encore. Pay 0. The next 1 damage that would be dealt to this is dealt to target creature you control instead. And it's the Dairy Cow. It's a grazing type. Enters with 5 milk counters for each forest and or plant you control. Don't forget that. Those grazing counters, those milk counters are going to be important. Grazing type. Big deal. Big deal. 2-1. 2-1. So good stats for 1 mana too. You know, we're already at Savannah Lions, but it's a cow. Gold Knight Commander for the next pack when this enters. Creatures you control get +1 until end of turn. Portable Holes, little exile stuff. Expel from Orazka. Send, return a permanent. Maybe the city's blessing. You may put it on top of their library instead. Nice. Tall Rand's Invocation. Make some drakes. Blood Speaker. We saw him earlier. He tutors demons. Diabolical Servitude. Bad. Fire Imp. Cone of Flame. Salvage. Hey, old school art rampant growth. Nice. Always gonna have one of those. Spite Mare is our multicolored card. When this dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target creature or player. Okay. Here we have Brightling. This is an interesting shapeshifter. Gains vigilance, gains lifelink. Bounce it to your hand, or you can shift its stats around. That's is a very interesting creature there. Our white border snow-covered island. Okay, I know someone who's gonna love that. Mana Bond is our green card. At the beginning of your end step, you may reveal your hand and put all land cards from it onto the battlefield. If you do, discard your hand. Ooh, that's dangerous. And then under Construction Skyscraper, that's going to go with that Spaghetti Junction real good. It's a land with level up, and as you level it, it can make more stuff. So, not bad, not bad. Especially in a proliferate situation, if you manage to get a lot of proliferate stuff. Alright, on to the next pack here that didn't want to come out, so some of the cards are probably jumbled. Yeah, there's the... Here, we'll slip that back in the back. Boros Elite for our first white card. Silver Flame Squire. Pimmons Aura. It's always fun being able to untap stuff for blue mana. Think Twice. Okay, always like a good Think Twice. Zombie Infestation. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Put a zombie token into play. That's gonna be good for the zombie deck. Zombie Infestation here. Love that. Bushmeat Poacher. So you find some prisoners. Good Forgotten Realm stuff. Titan's Strength. Abzan Beastmaster. Love that. Treetop Village. Solid green card there. Ink Fathom Infiltrator. Unblockable Merfolk here. Oh goodness, it's Balance. Oh, Balance, you mean card, you. Mystic Sanctuary. Okay, this is a ballin' card here. Yep. Put a recycle a land. And oh, the foil. Okay, it's a Tower of the Magistrate. That looks... Well, we got a foil in this one. I don't know what that's going for, but I'll have to say that does look cool. I'll pop the price up on that one more than likely. I don't know if I'll do it for all of these, but... That is lovely. Looks good. So that one off to the side. And then here is the Vuzzle Spaceship. It's a Spaceship 6. It enters with 6 1/1 counters. If it would be dealt damage, remove that many 1/1 counters instead. Its abilities are active as long as it has at least that many 1/1 counters. So you can see the kind of like station. You can see station forming here. Yeah. Except instead of counting up, this one's counting down. Get out a little sleeve for that real quick. Give it one last look. Man, that's nice. Glad we got a foil out of this one. I've had boxes before where we didn't get a foil out of it, and that feels bad. Give me the cards, sir. Alright, here we have Dawnbringer Cleric. Pretty fun little modal cleric. Boonweaver Giant. Merfolk Sea Stalkers. Psychic Corrosion. This card, not fun. Mill players, it's not fun. Can't wait to put it in a deck. Yay! Here we have Unearth. Choose a creature card in your graveyard with mana value 3 or less. Put it into play. Nice card. Wicked Pact. Destroy a non-black creature. Destroy 2 non-black creatures. Lose 5 life. Useful. Thunderwave. Cool D&D spell. Dwarven Blast Miner. Brood Hatch Nantuko. Oh boy. Yep, this thing can get nutty. Call of the Herd. Little elephant action. Spawning Pit. Sacrifice a creature. Put a charge counter on this. Remove some charge counters. Make some spawn. Real simple, easy. Yo! It's Prosper! Holy cow! I've actually been, I was thinking about buying the precon with him, but hey, now here he is. I can just, like, make my own deck with him. At the beginning of your end step, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. When you play a card from exile, create a treasure token. Very simple. There's so much stuff to do from exile. It's really great. Behind him, we have Daze. Okay, Daze is pretty solid. Oh, yes! It's another Bunny Demonic Consultation. I think this one makes number 2, so this one will probably be for sale. But I love the art on this one. It's freaking great. Lazotep Archway enters tapped, adds white or black, and it has Eternalize. Exile this from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. And don't forget, it still enters tapped. Interesting. That's alright. I guess unless you have something that says lands you control don't enter untapped. Mentor the Meek. Whenever another creature you control power 2 less enters, pay a mana, draw a card. Fantastic card for your white weenie decks, or just decks with a lot of token generation. Stonehorn Dignitary. Rhino Soldier. Make someone skip their combat. Holy cow. Thassa's Emissary. Cool little enchantment crab here. Rishadan Cutpurse. Another Unearth. Good to see it. Gatekeeper of Moloch here. Rabbit Battery. Seal of Fire. Woodland Changeling. Neat little changeling dude. Might stuff him in the changeling's deck. Dawn Treader Elk. Backlash. Leovold Emissary of Trest. This is a conspiracy card. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you draw a card. I kind of like that. I sort of want to do something with that. Veteran Explorer. Whenever it dies, each player may search for 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield, and then shuffle. Not bad. Not a bad. That's... Ooh, Walking Ballista Future Sight. Now this is one I would like to see in foil. That's a good card. Fun stuff you can do with Walking Ballista. And Starting Town NPC. Fun little goofy card here that does does some really fun stuff. It has a fetch quest on it, and yeah, great. Moving right along to the next pack. Devout Witness. Barbed Spike. Grip of the Royal. Gold Surge. Pirate's Prize. Battle Rage Blessing. Moan of the Unhallowed. Besmetch. Reckless Barbarian. Wood Elves. Oh man, Mobilize. Wish it wasn't I mean, I guess main phase 2 wouldn't be too bad. Shimmer Drift Veil. Those are multicolored. Bishop of Wings. Not bad. Skyclave Apparition, some solid removal. Elvish Reclaimer. Okay. And Nalrod the Beige Flower. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its mana value rather than power. Alright, moving right along, we got True Love's Kiss, Generous Gift, love to see that. Shipwreck Dowser, Sorcerer's Sight, Spark Reaper, Prakata Pillar Bug from Kaladesh, Punishing Fire. Hey, a sliver. All slivers have double strike. Ooh, six for that? But like, I like that. Heart Warden, Cogbu Predator, Cogwork Librarian. This is the other one that as you draft a card, you may draft an additional card from that booster pack. If you do, put this into that booster pack. Yo! Ho ho! Alright. Muxus Goblin Grandine. I don't have to buy one for the Goblin deck. Alright. I just got one now. Excellent. When Muxus enters the battlefield, reveal the top 6 of your library. Put all goblins with mana value 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest onto the bottom. Whenever this attacks, it gets +1/+1 for each other goblin you control. Good stuff. Treasure Cruise White Border. Love to see that. And future sight in the future sight border. That's oh man, that's freaking great. It's hilarious. And it ran away from me, y'all. It's Gobland. I love this, the Triad Arbor, but it's a goblin. It's freaking great. Alright, on to the next pack. We have Phantom Flock, Brendan Forge Tinder. That's some art right there. Alright, it's a Kithkin. Telekinetic Sliver. Another good sliver. Tempest Collar. Shadow Prophecy. Some intense art on that one. Urborg Repossession. Dwarven Miner. Hey, you want to do some mining? Let's destroy some non-basic lands together. Goblin Taskmaster. Phantom Tiger. That's really cool. Comes into play with 2/1/1 counter. If damage is dealt to it, prevent that damage, remove 1/1 counter from it. Interesting. Venom Spout Brachus. The art, dude, this is like, what is that, man? Another Spawning Pit. Okay, we know. Hey, it's Coalition Relic. All right, this is a really cool. This is a cool little bank mana for later kind of artifact thing. Simian Spirit Guide in the white border. Fantastic card. Ernamjin. At the beginning of your upkeep, target non-wall creature and opponent controls gains Forest Walk. Huh. Interesting political tool. Aware what? Stay bound, and you put, so like, you basically just like, I'm gonna put this on the back, and it's gonna be the back side of the wear what. You can make it wear whatever you want. Alright, next card we have Heliod's Punishment. There's the 4 task counters. Each creature can't attack or block. It loses all abilities and has. The enchanted creature can't attack or block. It loses all abilities and has tap, remove a task counter. If there are no task counters, destroy this. So it just yep. gives the creature a task. It's funny. Another standard bearer. But seeing lots of dupes in this pool, which is really crazy because usually there aren't this many dupes, which is wild. Set Adrift, Spark Reaper, Summon Undead, Flame Javelin, Incinerate, Savage Conception. Hey, Prosperous Innkeeper, fun character. Shimmer Drift Veil. Oh. Hey, it's Teferi, the dude Teferi. Straight up. Flash, creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield have flash of creature cards in your hand and from exile and everything. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can cast a sorcery. Launch down the field. Fantastic. Ooh, Prismatic Ending in the white border looks really cool. Yo! City of Brass. Whenever it becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to you and it adds mana of any color. That's what I'm talking about. Then we have Wowzer the Aspirational. He's just a little guy, but he dreams of being bigger. Does lots of good stuff. Yeah, that City of Brass, dude. Now that's, yes. That's, feels good. In the future site, no less. Super cool special art. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Love these mystery boosters, dude. Such a good product. Supply runners, afterlife. Oh, rapid hybridization, good card. Killer whale here. Give it flying. Another zombie infestation. Reaping the graves. What's going on with this art here? Turn creature from graveyard to hand with storm. Oh boy, that's dangerous. Outmaneuver. Cool. X target blocked creatures deal combat damage to defending player instead of to blocking creatures this turn. That's That's a cool card. Hey, Twinferno's a good copy spell. Titanoth Rex. It's a pretty solid dinosaur beast here. Yep. Nice little cycling ability too. Reminds me of Agnosaurus Rex. This is Judgment. Containment Construct. And Gideon ally of Zendikar. Okay, until end of turn. This becomes a human ally. Put a 9 out, and you get an emblem with creatures you control get +1/+1. That's a good little Gideon there. Mystical Dispute. Costs 2 less to cast. If it targets a blue spell, counter target spell unless the controller pays 3. Not bad. Oh, Torpor Orb. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Sad. And it's Glimpse the Unthinkable. Can't choose it for can't choose its name. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about them. Come on, pack. Let them all free. Get them. Put them all in my hands. We don't have many left to go. We have Karametra's Blessing. Beautiful looking stag on that one. Theros. Healer of the Pride. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 2 lives. It's a double soul sister. Voldalian Hypnotist. Deceiver Exarch. Okay. Another Ambitions cost. Grim Dancer. Hey, it's Anger. A really toady, squatty looking Anger. Neat. Always love the little like graveyard, the older cards like this that care about stuff in the graveyard, the little graveyard symbol in the top left. Like, hey, this does something when it goes there. Dwarven Recruiter. Okay. Not bad. Good. Search for dwarf cards. Get them. Masked Admirers. Jewel Thief. Another Containment Construct. Okay. Hey, Peer into the Abyss. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in the library and loses half their life. Round up each time. Dangerous. Unholy Heat in white border. Pretty cool. Hey, it's Goblin Lackey. It deals damage to whenever this deals damage to a player, you may put a goblin permanent from your hand onto the battlefield. Not bad stuff. And it's Champion of the Harish. He has a buddy list. You probably want to be on it. I know I do. Here we are. Abolish for the next pack. Portable Hooligan. Nephalian Smuggler. Dream Thrush. Shadow Prophecy. Fell Spectre. Burning Prophet. Scoria Cat. Atraxas Fall. Okay. Need to start teching that in to all my decks. Wasteland Viper's a pretty cool little Viper here. Circuit Mender. Thantis, the Warweaver. Alright, yeah, old Thantis. All creatures attack each combat if able. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, put a 1/1 counter on Thantis. Solid stuff. Expressive Iteration on the white border, looking good. Gush. Return 2 islands you control to their owner's hand rather than pay the spell's mana costs. You may. And draw 2 cards. Not bad. Not bad. Maestro's Totally Safe Hideout. Here we go. Land Casualty 2. As this land enters, you may sacrifice a creature with power 2 or greater. If you do, create a token that's a copy of this land. This land enters tapped, and it makes Grixis mana. I like it. Destroy evil, always good. Afterlife once more. Witness protection. Tomb Raider, excuse me. When you enters, draw a card. Cute. Skin thinner. When it's turned face up, destroy a non-black creature, can't be regenerated. Bone Shredder. Nimble Bird sticker. Bitter Reunion. Guy's Gift. Sky Shroud Claim. Spitmare once more for the multicolored card, and Hazaret the Fervent. Alright, 4 meta, indestructible haste, can't attack or block unless you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, and it lets you discard card to deal some damage to each opponent. Not bad stuff. Yo! Cabal Coffers, white border, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Behind it we have Mind Twist, target player discards X cards at random, gross. And All-Star Kicker, 2 mana, and has assist kicker. You and up to 1 other player can spend mana to pay this kicker cost. Whenever All-Star Kicker enters the battlefield, your team may pass the ball. Then, if All-Star Kicker was kicked, creatures your team controls get +1/+1 and gain haste until end of turn. To pass the ball, one of the players on your team gives a permanent or card in hand to another player on your team. I guess all people who pay the kicker cost are now on a team. Oh, here we go. Okay, we'll do this way. Spirited Companion. Boonweaver Giant. Hey, run away together, the best art. Echoing Truth. Yeah, good little bounce spell. Gloom Sorrow. Unexpected Fangs. Saber-Tooth Wyvern. Some cool looking art. Bolt Bend. Change target of a spell or ability with a single target. Always love a good Bolt Bend. Broken Wings. Return to Nature. 2 solid green removal pieces. Dark Steel Ingot, and Pandemonium. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, that creature's controller may have it deal damage equal to its power to target creature or player of their choice. That is, that's intense. It's, the one dragon, but for everybody. Terror of the Peaks, but for every creature, but for everybody. Wow. Faithless Looting, and white border, looking nice. And mana short, okay. And, that can be rough. You basically skip someone's turn, is what you're doing, basically. Hey, it's Bolshak Dragon. It has double Breaker Strike, and while attacking, it gets +1,000 power for each red card in your graveyard. Maybe some of those words are crossed out. I don't know. I think I read them all. I think I read it right. Let me know if I'm wrong. Alright, everybody, we've got 3 packs left here. Got Sunscape Familiar. Green and blue spells you play cost 1 less to cast. That is a fantastic card. Youthful Valkyrie, also a great card. Cerulean Wyvern, Tolarian Terror, see that. Skin Thinner once more. A Blight Beetle. Creatures your opponents control can't have 1/1 counters put on them. Gross. Hey, it's Anax. Anax is fun guy. Power equal to your devotional red, and whenever he or another non-token creature you control dies, you make a satyr, and if the creature had power 4 or greater, you create 2 satyrs instead. Merchant of the Veil lets you discard cards. Ancient Silverback, it's a big dude that can be regenerated. Bloom Hulk, Circuit Mender for the colorless, and Hangerback Walker. It's the rare for this pack. Makes a bunch of Thopters. Once Upon a Time, was broken once upon a time, probably still can be. Proteus Staff, okay. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. That creature controller reveal cards from the top until they reveal the creature. Player puts that card on the battlefield and the rest. Okay, so you just like turn creatures into other creatures. Neat. It's a Subgoyf. It's a Scuba Goyf. Power tokens are each equal to the number of different subtypes other than creature types among cards in all graveyards, and stuff that's equal to that. Subtypes included, but are absolutely not limited to planes, equipment, aura, arcane, jace, curse, Urzus, Ulamogs, etc. Penultimate pack. Noble Purpose. Barbed Spike. Drift of Phantasms. It will transmute. Mystic Speculation. Oblivion Strike. Okay. It's good to void stuff. Expunge. Sting Scourge. Hordling Outburst. Leah's Presence. Okay. This is a good one for 5-color decks, especially. Gothian Opportunist. Another one of them Cogwork Librarians for the draft thing. Hell's Caretaker for the rare. Sacrifice a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this only during your upkeep. Culling the Weak. Really good card here. Very fun. Counterspell, but it has some cool future sight and art on it. And it's the Planewalker. Planewalker has the... what a silly card. It has Planeswalker Walk. Goodness, it's so silly. Alright, here we go, everybody. Last pack. Let's see what we can get out of it. We got Aerial Responder, Shattered Angel again, Forbid, Buyback, Counterspell, interesting. Moth Dust Changeling again, Oblivion Strike once more, Omaiwamo Shindayo. So swift and sharp was his blade that the ogre never even felt the cut. Hellspark Elemental, Frenzied Saddle Brute, Ram Through, really gross card. Elvish Harbinger, another Agent of Acquisitions, and AC Tyrant of Gyre Strait. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Really good card here. Good stuff. Basking Rootwalla as the white border for the pack. Love that little guy. Looks cute. And Future Sight Lightning Greaves. Heck yeah, dude. Love a shiny pair of boots. Then we have Hiss of the Snake Cult. Nagas and serpents you control are snakes. Will errata this to be true. Snakes you control have Daunt, Death Touch, and Poison 2. Creature with Daunt can't be blocked with creature's power 2 or less. Whenever a creature with Poison 2 deals combat damage to a player, they get 2 poison counters. And there you have it, everybody. The entire festival unbox. We got this nice, thick stack of Mystery Booster 2 cards here to go through, organize, and have all kinds of fun deck building with. And selling and putting in inventory. This Tower of the Magistrate here looking beautiful, the foil for that. And then also all of these gorgeous promo cards here, some of which I'm excited to play, some of which I hope that you are excited to check out in the shop. Pack Rat here. I'm probably not going to make much use of this guy, but he looks cool. So, alright, well, that's it for this one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Kanushi's Corner. And until next time, have a good one.